Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Alfred and Dixon at the Movies. As you can see, Rich Alfred is not by my side, but I am Ben Dixon, the son. Rich Alfred could not be in this episode for today. So to catch up for what we have lost, I know we haven't done anything in a long time. It's because we've been busy, and also we did have our review for episode 6 recorded, but thanks to my dad's computer, I lost the file, so screw computers. Anyway, so in this episode, I'm going to be reviewing two movies for you guys. Our last two picks for Best Picture. We're going to start off with Les Miserables, starring Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, Anne Hathaway, and Amanda Seyfried. And it is based on a stage musical, which is also based on a 19th century French novel about a recently released prisoner who breaks parole and is being pursued by an evil cop. Along the way, he meets a woman, and she's about to die, and he begins to take care of her daughter, and it spans over like several years, and it all takes place in 18th century France, but it's several years. Anyway, and this is, for some people, you may not like this movie because it is a musical. So most of it is like opera style. There's like almost no talking. It's all singing. They're all singing. They're all singing their conversations and everything. Um, and you may not like it. I didn't like the singing. I like the main state. I like the main musical numbers, the big songs from the musical. But all of them singing their conversations, I just didn't like that. So for people who like musicals, you would love this film. The sets are all awesome. The costumes are great. They really look like they're in 18th century France. But overall, I didn't like this movie just because of its musical concept. Um, oh, but overall, I just didn't like it. So that was Les Miserables. The next film I'm going to be reviewing is Argo, which stars and is directed by Ben Affleck. Which, if you haven't heard of him, he directed movies like The Town and Pearl Harbor, which I haven't seen those either. But it is a true story about a CIA operative who uses the concept of film crews to get six personnel out of revolutionary Iran. This is during like the Iranian hostages situation that happened back in the 80s. A lot of you adults might remember that situation, but a lot of you younger generation would never heard of that incident. Anyway, and I actually liked this movie a lot better than Les Miserables. I thought it was a really good film. They did a great job casting actors, like big name actors who looked exactly like the people who were involved in the real incident. They show you they were even um, Ben Affleck. He in the opening scene of the movie, it's Iranian people who are trying to break into the U.S. embassy, and he switches between his recreation of that event and actual footage of the event. And I have to say, he did a great job at recreating all this stuff. There's great costumes, and he did a great job restaging the entire incident, from the real thing to probably like a film backlot. Um, but there's a lot of other big name stars. There's John Goodman from Monsters Inc. At least that's what I know him from. Oh, and Evan Almighty. Anyway, but I like this movie a lot better than Les Miserables, and if you like historical stuff, you would probably love this movie. It's not like Lincoln, like the Spielberg film Lincoln. It's not like that. Well, because that was a bigger event than this, because that was the Civil War. But this is also a big event. But I just thought it was better. It's sort of like an action. It's a drama. It's a thriller. Um, it's a whole bunch of stuff. And it's got really strong language. It's rated R for violence and language, but it's mostly language. Anyway, so for Les Miserables, I give it about 2.5 fist pumps. Um, and for Argo, I give it 3.5 fist pumps. Um, so that's it. That's all our nominees for Best Picture. This Sunday, February 24th is the Oscars, and we will probably, I can't guarantee anything, but we'll probably do a video where we'll tell you all the nominees for all the categories, or at least I will do one. But yeah, February 24th is the Oscars, so tune in to see if one of the best pictures that we reviewed wins the Best Picture award. Certainly Argo's been racking up the Best Picture awards. Ben Affleck's been winning Best Picture and Best Director for Argo, and he's doing really well for himself with this movie. Anyway, so after the Oscars, we are going to be reviewing movie 43, which we got a private screening of that when we saw it, and we'll tell you more about that in the next review, in our review of it. So stay tuned, leave a comment, subscribe, and tell more people about our videos. We need more views. Well, not really, but we want more views. Anyway, so if you're watching this, tell your friends about it, and tell them to like us, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next week.